is
Zaza. Oh, yeah.
Fitzy and
Sweet as.
Whipper.
Happy Wednesday, guys. Welcome to the Fitzy and Whipper podcast. Amazing story of
two guys getting into radio, trying to find some success and
not at all.
finally made it.
Talking about Snoop Dogg.
Oh, sorry, mate.
Snoop Dogg, who rated my mother's cookies so much.
Did what?
That he is still following me on Twitter.
No, he's not. He
Mate.
thinks you're the NFL player.
Mate,
He thinks you're Fitzgerald, the NFL player.
I am not joking. I'm going to bring this up again. I haven't checked it for a while.
Thank you for the batch of cookies.
Still follows you. He follows 2,700 people in the world.
What?
I'm one of them. I don't know why.
Why have you never messaged him?
Because I'm too scared he's going to realise he doesn't know who I am and he'll stop following me.
But please send some more cookies.
Oh, mate. So he's got a guy that works for him that has got one of the most unique job titles I've ever heard in my life.
Okay.
You're going to hear it coming up in the podcast. But if you've got any rare job titles or niche jobs that someone has done...
You know those random ones you see where someone might be a deodorant, expert, but what that'll take is them sampling and sniffing a lot of people's underarms. You know, line up, take your shirt off, lift your arm up, and I'll have a bit of a sniff.
That's a great example. I don't know if it's true.
It's
I don't
true.
know if there's anyone out there that does
Someone
that.
has to do that.
But if you know of a niche job title, get involved. DM us. Go to the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram account and you can put it up there.
Fitzy and Whipper.
I'm looking for the rarest job title ever. Not like niche little job titles. Ones that not many people do.
Would it be in the medical game? Maybe the science game?
Could be. It could be any. Can I say this is probably not that rare because it's a factory worker, but this is unbelievable. This would have to be one of the greatest jobs of all time, even though there was a little bit of a hiccup. But have a listen to these two factory workers.
Two workers at an M&M factory in Pennsylvania had to be rescued yesterday after they fell into a tank of chocolate. The workers were trapped and couldn't get out on their own. They were taken to the hospital as a precaution, but are expected to be okay.
So they just look after vats of chocolate and help stir them, and they fell in, Sarah.
Yum. Do you open your mouth and start drinking your way out?
They got the rest of the employees to come and just lick them clean.
Imagine if that was your mum and dad and you got to go in on your school holidays.
Oh, a kid I went to school with, they had a lolly factory.
What?
Yeah, they made Fizz Whiz and all those lollies.
Mate, the Hagues family in South Australia, because that's been generations passed down to generations.
Best chocolate ever.
I mean, this kid, David Warren, his name was, he used to roll through the door, and for lunchtime, he'd just have Fizz Whiz, Redskins, you name it.
Was he a big kid?
No, not at all. He'd have so many lollies on the go.
Wow.
And it'd be like, where's Warren? Let's go and sit with him.
Wow.
Lollies non-stop.
Okay, so Snoop Dogg, how's this? This is going to blow your mind. So he did an interview. Seth Rogen was there, and they were on Howard Stern. And they revealed Snoop Dogg has got somebody working for him. This would have to be one of the rarest jobs in the world.
That's his job, his occupation. On his resume, it say, "What do you do?" I'm a blunt roller.
I roll blunts.
Is that what he's professional?
For Snoop.
PBR. Professional blunt roller.
How does it come about, Snoop?
If you're great at something that I need, I'm hiring you.
Snoop, I got to ask, what kind of income can a guy make rolling joints? I mean, because this could turn into, it's almost like a sommelier or something like that. How do you figure out a salary for this guy?
That's somewhere between $40,000 and $50,000 a year.
So someone says that was an old interview, and someone just put that up and the interview up again, and Snoop said inflation, the guy's actually getting paid more.
Just for strapping up a few reefers.
So he lives in a quarters of Snoop's house, and when Snoop has his mates around, this guy just sits in the background, Sarah. This is without a word of a lie, and he watches people to see if anyone's ready for a blunt, and the guy has them ready to go. So he just sits there, runs over, and goes, "Hey, Snoops, mate, I think you need one of these." The guy goes, "No worries."
So he's actually working pretty flat out.
He's a little bit like the bagpiper for the Queen. In the morning, she has a breakfast and there's a bagpiper on the balcony to welcome her to her day. What job are you going to go for? The Snoop job?
The PBR,
joint rolling?
the professional blunt roller?
My God.
Or the bagpiper?
Or the bagpiper. What do you want to do?
Okay, I'm looking for niche jobs though, like really rare jobs.
I've always thought it'd be great. I'd love to be someone that just tested toys. Wouldn't that be a fun
Be
gig?
amazing.
Someone has to do that. And you know that movie, is it Big?
Yeah.
Right? Where he very quickly goes, he wakes up one morning, he's gone from a kid to an adult, but then they can't work out why he's so good with playing with toys because he's actually a kid.
Yeah.
Imagine that, rolling into an office each day. What do you got for me, guys? That's a bit of fun.
Whatif.com is all about helping Aussies make the most of every holiday. And now's the time to unapologetically holiday bigger and better than ever before.
Jump online or on the What If app and book your getaway today.
What if? It's Aussie for travel. We're talking about rare jobs, niche jobs. Have you got one? Michael in Drummoyne, what's your unique job?
Yeah, g'day guys. So I'm a pipe organist. Started learning the organ when I was about 17.
Okay.
I've been playing it for about 20 years.
Gee, what's your... I mean, do I ask what's your favourite organ to play, Mick?
There's lots around the place. Probably the Sydney Town Hall, biggest in the Southern Hemisphere.
Wow.
So, Michael, what does your week look like as a pipe organist?
I do it as a bit of a side hustle. So it's busy Sundays and Saturdays for church services.
What do you love about the organ, Mick?
It's a pretty powerful instrument. You can do lots of cool things with it. And if you can improvise, you can make different tunes up and feed those through, as you're playing. It's pretty cool.
What was it like when you were trying to lure the ladies back in the day, Michael? Did it help?
Oh, look, not really.
No, that's okay. That's fine.
No, but happily married for 8 years,
Well done.
and my wife could turn pages very well.
Well done.
Isn't that beautiful? You're not near the organ now, are you, Michael?
No, unfortunately, just sort of on the way to work.
Oh,
That's
Michael,
a shame. Call us
love it.
back when you're sitting at the organ, mate.
Well done. We're talking about unique jobs. Byron in Rouse Hill. What do you got for us, Byron?
Yeah, mate, I got a mate of mine. He does activities coordinator.
Activities?
Which involves working on the beach, getting people to go windsurfing, sailing, beach volleyball.
Yeah, good gig.
See, I would love
Good
that.
gear, mate, and he spends his night working in the bistro for a free feed.
Okay.
Activities coordinator on your business card.
Hey.
And basically, all you're doing is sitting on the beach all day.
You guys want to go kayaking? $9 an hour. Go and get your kayak. They never help you drag the kayak into the water.
Yeah.
Go and get your kayak. Hey, you guys want boogie boards?
You're getting rays all day.
Yeah.
Skin's brown.
Mask and snorkel. Grab your
turban.
flippers. Yeah, you look like a size 9. $20.
Christian in Wilton, what's your mate's unique job?
Look, my mate, I used to live out in Dubbo, and he used to work at the zoo, and he worked as part of the rhino program, the breeding program, and he was part of the insemination program. So technically, he was the rhino fluffer.
So,
Did he collect or just fluff?
No, he was the one that the rhino would wink at every time he walked past the cage. So he was definitely hands-on. He was a handler.
So is it similar to a horse, Christian, where they have to help the rhinos out a little bit?
Yeah. I mean, they're notorious, disinterested blokes. So they needed someone to get him ready to rock.
And I would dare say, as a good friend of his, Christian, I mean, you wouldn't take fun of him at all being a rhino fluffer, would you?
No, not at all. And we just always, if we take the kids out to the zoo, we'd always point out that there was Pete's best mate over there at the back of the zoo with the black rhino pen.
There's one rhino with lipstick on.
Yeah.
Just so his mate can get through the day. How do you turn a rhino on?
What I want to know,
How do you prepare a rhino for that?
when he travels overseas and he has to come, what does he put down on as his occupation?
Rhino fluffer. Professional rhino fluffer. Because I know with horses, when they do that in the breeding program, they will feed their female horse extra estrogen. So when she does a wee, the stallion smells the estrogen and goes, oh, geez, I don't mind that. And then the next thing you know, it's up and at it. So I wonder if they do the same for the rhino.
What?
And how do you hold the rhino
How do
down?
you know that?
Oh, another radio show that I worked on. We were part of a insemination collection, you might say, Tom. Is that the correct wording for it? And they
Don't
had
involve me in this,
Wow.
Phil.
Well, Tom, you were there, and the hardest part about this?
You were the horse.
The hardest part about the collection?
Yeah.
When the stallion jumps up and goes to insert, you've got to grab it
Yes.
and slip it into the artificial vagina.
Yeah.
Which is lined with warm water at the exact same temp as the real thing.
Do you still catch up with your foals?
It was a really big day out. Good to see the family.
Okay, there's something going on with my body.
You're right, mate.
Now,
It shouldn't happen like that. It should work every time.
No,
there are some
no.
sprays you can use.
No, I'm not
a
at
blue
that
tablet?
age. I'm not at that age yet.
Okay.
So this is the third time that my wife, Belinda, has had to come up into the bathroom and remove something from my chin. Now, we filmed it this time, so I'm going to get you guys to watch it.
Okay, because you've been complaining about something just under your chin, like a little lump or...
Yeah, so what's happened, I've been getting some grey hairs on my face when my beard starts to grow, and there was this one where I would shave... And there was this one little bit that wouldn't come off.
Little patch.
I thought it was a hair at first. Then I thought it was a pimple. So I tried to pop it. Nothing was coming out.
Mm.
And then I got BJ up and I said, "You're going to come and have a look at this."
Yeah.
She went and got the toy. My wife loves this stuff.
yeah.
And I think there's a lot of wives out there that love this stuff.
Oh, just picking away at things.
Don't.
Yeah, so it's there. And I'm thinking it's a hair. Now, unfortunately, for consecutively a fortnight, 3 times in a row. So over 6 weeks, every 2 weeks I would get my wife back and it comes back again
Because it
every
looks
time.
like a big grey hair, doesn't it?
Yeah, it does.
Oh,
Or
it's
more
sort
of a pimple.
Yeah, like a whitehead.
Yeah.
Now, Tommy, are we putting is this up on the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram
Yeah.
account? Is it going to go up on socials?
It's up on our Instagram
it's
right
on the
now.
Fitzy and Whipper Instagram account right now. Okay, so you can go check it out there.
Mm-hmm.
But what's happened is that she's going to pull out with the tweezers.
Okay, this looks really good. I love watching these videos on TikTok.
Now, I had a few old footy injuries back in the day, so I'm trying to work out what it is. But Sarah, that's
coming
a
out.
fibre. It's not a hair.
Oh my gosh,
look
it's
at that.
long. It's long. It's coming out.
It's it's like
Oh my gosh.
So gross.
what I'm
Yeah,
trying
what
to
is
work.
it?
What I'm trying to work out
Is it a bot fly?
Is it? And I'd love help from anyone if there's in the medical profession. Is that my wife
Oh my
thinks
gosh.
what it is it's a stitch that I may have had from footy.
It's still coming out.
But what's happened, it was in my body and it's over the years, it's slowly started coming out. Well, it's just slowly
gosh.
worked its way out of my body and it's just ended up at my chin.
But
Do
it's
you-
reappeared, hasn't it?
Do you remember getting whacked there? Were you stitched up there?
I got stitches on my lips. I got stitches on my chin, but it was on the other side.
Do you know what it looks like? It looks like you've had an operation and they've left gauze in there.
Yes.
And the gauze has found its way out.
Yeah.
And that's why it's coming out like that.
Well, it's
Because that's not normal.
I'd love to hear because you do hear of these stories of foreign things in the body that come out.
Yep.
Go and check it out on the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram account, and I'd love stories 13, 24, 10 of over time, years and years. The other way, I heard that the feet are a big place that it processes through the body and will slowly come out through your feet somewhere. Now, it could be a pin.
What?
It could be something that was left there in an operation.
Well, I told you that story about my mum. We were away on holidays one time and she had this wound sort of on her stomach because she'd had an operation and she couldn't work out after 6 months. It just wouldn't heal. And then all of a sudden she was sort of picking and prodding and having a look at it and a staple came out. And they'd obviously, a staple had come loose or they'd left it in there and obviously the wound wouldn't heal over because there was a foreign body trying to find its way out. Oh, this big metal staple.
I don't know. It's not a hair. It's not a pimple. It's got fibre in it. I put it in a little bag. I can bring it in for you guys to have a look at if you want. But see, what happened, it probably would have been about 3 centimetres long. BJ pulled it out 2 weeks later. There's another one that was there. Pulled that out 3 centimetres long. 2 weeks later, the exact same thing. Now, it's gone.
Maybe it could
I'm
be
trying
just-
to find it again.
Could be a freak hair. I mean, occasionally, as a very hairy man, I don't know if anybody gets this with thick stubble, you'll get a hair on your face that is like a super hair. And it'll be just one hair and it'll look like a really dark spot, almost like a mole. And then you'll pick and poke around and you'll realise that it's just a giant hair. This is like Halley's Comet. Once every 78 years it'll happen.
Well, no, you're feeding your body steroids.
No,
though,
I'm
to
not
make
feeding
that thicker.
I'm not on steroids.
You've got super hair.
For the record, I'm not on
You're on
steroids.
hair medication.
That's not steroids.
Oh, come on,
So
mate.
then, if you squeeze it and it comes out as a big, thick black hair. Like, it's extraordinary. The relief is like chooks flying out of your bum. It is just
That wouldn't be relieving, just quietly. That would be very
24,
uncomfortable.
10 if you've had a chook fly out of your bum.
It's just an amazing feeling.
Do you know who I met on the weekend? I met a guy who's on human growth hormone.
Oh, how did he go?
Well, is
he all right?
He's in good nick, but I was saying to him, are you a little bit afraid, mate, that there might be some side effects?
Yeah, doesn't it shrivel up your gear?
Does he just check his testicles?
Yeah.
Is it illegal?
What? No, it's not illegal, but obviously it's used for medical purposes.
Like
So
what?
recovery.
From an injury?
Yeah.
You've inquired about this.
No, I haven't, but I'm fascinated by it.
You love
There's got to be a tipping point
but you,
at an age where you go, it doesn't matter if I go quicker because the risk and the reward is now balanced.
Yeah, but see,
if I hit 65 and I get on human growth and I'm back to feeling like I'm 25, win-win.
No, but you need the opposite, mate.
What do I need?
You need human stunt treatment. You don't want to grow anymore, big fella.
This has got nothing to do with my consumption of food. Nothing. There's other techniques for that.
Okay, all right, get involved because I want to hear from people.
All right.
If foreign objects have come out of your body after a few years, or what? Does anyone know what this thing is that's come out of my chin? Now, we're getting some comments. It's on the Fitzy and Whipper Instagram account right now. It's like pulling out the infill of a puffer jacket, Stephen said.
Steve.
Peter McCulloch said, hey, fella, it's multiple strands of hair. I get them all the time.
That's what I think it is. I think it's a build-up of hair for some reason.
So what you reckon there's like 4 or 5 strands of hair together? They're just getting together going, hey, let's stick together and go out together.
Party time. If you get it and roll it in your fingers like that, I bet you it would break up.
Oh, good point. Have you done that?
No,
Get it and go like that, and it'll break up and you'll see all the fine hairs that have come together to party in your chin.
You know the electric shaver?
Yeah.
So I've got an electric shaver which basically squeezes, doesn't it pinch the hair and pull it out? It pinches the hair and pulls it out so it doesn't hurt you, but it doesn't pull it out. The electric shaver can't get it out.
I didn't think the electric
too
shaver
thick.
pulled your hairs out.
like
It's not epilaty.
Yeah, doesn't it just cut it
Just
at
cuts
the
it.
skin?
Cuts it at the skin.
No. I heard that it pulls. I heard that it pinches and pulls.
Oh, I don't think so.
That's
You'd
more
know
like
about
what?
that.
Yeah, that's more like what wax does.
I don't think it's ripping your hair out.
Nick in Annengrove, help me out here. What happened?
When I was quite young, my dad jumped off our deck wearing thongs and landed on a rake. The metal rakes with the big, large tines. Went right through the thong into his foot. Massive hole in the thong, but we couldn't find anything. And then about, I think, a month later, he had this weird, fleshy growth emerging from the side of his foot.
Yeah.
They cut it open and pulled out a massive piece of rubber from the thong.
Oh, the rubber had gone into the foot.
Yeah. Travelled up somehow through the foot and came out the side of his ankle.
Oh, my God. Well, we were talking about that and you touched on it, Fitz, the way if someone steps on a needle, it can make its way up your body and towards your heart. We've done that before on the show. We got quite a few calls on it.
Jenny in Stanhope Gardens, what happened to your grandpa, Jen?
No, it's actually my brother. He's spina bifida, so he's had, multiple surgeries, procedures, everything else. Was out one night, went to the toilet, opened his bowels, and this, 60-centimetre tube came out of his bowels that was in his stomach, left in his stomach from something.
Oh, my gosh.
No!
Oh, my God. 60 centimetres of what, hosing?
Yeah, it was like some sort of tube. He had no idea what it was. Went to the hospital and made sure it didn't perforate anything or, very concerning and, a bit of a worry for him, bit of a scare.
Oh, God. Just going to drop the tubes off at the pool.
I mean, I hope that was the truth to the story, Jenny. He wasn't trying to chug anything, There's different ways you can drink your grog.
Isn't that the body is amazing, isn't it?
Oh, my
That's
gosh.
body amazing.
That is body amazing. Keep your calls coming. Remember there was a guy who worked here, I won't mention his name, but he had a...
But was it Pete?
No, he had an operation around his member, sort of behind his member there.
Yeah, it was Pete.
And they left they left a bit of the stitching out the eye of, and then said, in about 2 weeks' time, you can remove it by pulling it.
That's
No.
Just obvious.
And he then pulled on the stitching, and it just kept coming and coming and coming in excruciating pain until the stitching that he'd actually pulled out undid the operation behind his member.
And it all dropped off. Are you kidding?
I'm not actually joking.
Lights, camera, clarity. Ooh, Sarah.
The top trending stories in entertainment this morning. Tyler Perry has spoken out about this Will Smith slap at the Oscars because Tyler Perry is best friends with both Chris Rock and Will Smith. And Tyler Perry was one of the first people, when it had all happened and they went to an ad break and he and Denzel Washington moved over to Will Smith and were talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
So he was doing a Q&A at the Tribeca Film Festival, and he said that he went straight over to Will to make sure he was okay and to de-escalate, not to excuse what had happened, but to calm him down in a way and say, what are you doing? This is your night. Why are you doing this sort of stuff? You need to calm down. He said he also left the Oscars early to see Chris to make sure he was okay. And he said that being friends with both of them has been very difficult because they're both sort of really struggling in their own way with what's happened. Will in particular, he says, who really has blown up his career and can't quite get his head around what he's done. Because he didn't. It was very triggering, he said, for both of them in their own way.
How hard would it be to be the middleman in that relationship?
I know.
And the other one going, yeah, thanks, man. Thanks for everything. Hey, what did Chris say? Hey, what did Will say about me?
Matt, forget about it. I mean, a mate of mine who's read the Will Smith book talks about how he drew a line in the sand because he got picked on when he was younger, where he said, no one is going to pick on me and no one is going to pick on my family.
And his father was quite violent.
Yes.
And so, all of that sort of stuff is very triggering for him and jumping up in defence. But it is funny that he then reacted with physical violence.
Yeah, I know.
Anyway, we'll wait and see. Still not heard from either of the actual people involved. Jennifer Aniston's in some hot water, and this is really unlike her, but she did an interview. I feel as though this is a bit of a beat-up, but people are pretty outraged by it. She has said that Hollywood is full of people pretty much who are famous for doing nothing, and it's damaged the acting industry.
It really sort of shaped so much of a new culture kind of about this thing of people becoming famous for basically doing nothing, but yet having these incredible careers. I mean, Pam, Paris Hilton, and it's really hard. I always say I feel so lucky that we got a little taste of the industry before it became what it is today, which is just different.
Who was that?
Jennifer Aniston.
Having a go at Pamela Anderson?
She's
Pam?
She's speaking with one of the guy who acted in played Tommy Lee in the Pamela Anderson show.
Did you not watch Baywatch?
Well, he's talking about Baywatch.
Come on, mate.
Well, they're talking about where they came from, I think, and Pamela maybe where she came from. But I agree. I thought that was weird because she has been an actress.
Yeah, and I've seen one of her other movies with Tommy in it, and she's quite natural in that as well. She's sort of being herself, I think.
It's just unlike her to sort of, I don't know, to point fingers a bit. She also sort of referenced Monica Lewinsky, people famous for doing nothing.
Yeah, but what's Monica Lewinsky doing now?
Yeah, exactly. She's not really... she's infamous, not famous.
What, is she making money, Monica Lewinsky?
No.
I think she's doing corporates, isn't she?
I'm Monica Lewinsky.
Yeah.
What kind of corporate chat is she doing?
Here's the dress. Any questions?
Well, no, what she went through, I suppose, and how she came through the other side.
Fair enough.
I mean,
that makes sense.
You didn't climb Everest, did you?
No, but she suffered at the hands of,
Well, she did it as well.
Wow. Anyway, moving right along. Finally, guys, Bradley Cooper. Okay, let's double down. Go on.
Bill's corporate circuit would be probably in higher demand than hers. He'd be doing the saxophone and all the stuff Bill used to be famous for.
Saxophone?
Yeah, Bill on the saxophone. Have you not seen Bill Clinton on the saxophone?
I'm not Googling that. I have better things to do.
He's good.
Bradley Cooper finally has admitted that he struggled with a cocaine addiction early in his career. No one knew about this. He was doing that podcast that we all love with Will Arnett and...
Jason Bateman.
Jason Bateman,
yep,
thank you. That's the one. Anyway, he was opening up about it.
I was so lost. And I was.
You had a weird.
I was so, and I was addicted to cocaine. That was the other thing.
And you injured your. Remember, you injured your leg.
Oh yeah, severed my Achilles tendon right after I got fired / quit Alias, and then it was like it was at 29. It wasn't until really Hangover. I was 36 when I did the Hangover, so I got to go through all of those things before fame even played into my existence on a daily level.
It's an amazing story. 36 until he hit it big.
Yeah, you're right. The Hangover was sort of the launch for him, or the rebirth.
Alias was a huge show. We just never really knew he was in it. Because no one knew who he was.
He's a great actor, Bradley Cooper.
Fantastic.
Yeah. Brilliant actor.
Yeah, and as he says, really lucky to have gone through it before becoming famous.
We like the Life Improver. How good's the Life Improver? Oh yeah, the Life Improver. Your Life Improver!
All right, let's Fitzy, kick it off for you this morning, peeling potatoes. Doesn't that suck?
Hard work, isn't it?
Oh, it really is.
Yeah, slip with the peeler
You've got to
all the
wash them
time.
afterwards.
Yeah.
I mean, this is, take them outside, get a bag of potatoes, your dirty potatoes, right?
Yeah.
And get a huge sort of saucepan, huge, and pour them all into there with some water. Now, you need a big drill bit, and I know you love your Bunnings here, mate,
Here
but
we
you
go.
need a big drill bit.
Okay, dirty
that can
spuds.
which is sort of like, it's like a brush.
Yeah, it's like a dunny brush on the
It
end of
looks
it.
like a toilet brush. Now, you need a hose when the potatoes are in there, okay? So you just need a hose on the potatoes, and with the brush on the drill, just keep spinning.
But are you
and
washing?
spinning
Are you
and
washing or are
spinning.
you peeling?
No, you're peeling at the same time. You might have to
Great.
fast forward this, Jess, because it does go for a while.
Oh my God!
But this guy's, I reckon there would be 30 potatoes in that one
Yeah.
bucket.
Yeah, one bucket with a drill with a dunny brush on the end of it.
2 minutes later, look
Wow.
at that. They are all peeled and they are fresh and they're ready to go for your mashed potato.
Straight into the pot. That's
That-
really good.
Isn't that amazing?
That's really, really good. I hate peeling potatoes.
So you need like a brush on the end of a drill bit and put it into a bucket with the water as the hose is going, and it peels them all.
Isn't the potato skin meant to be good for you? Is it bad for you?
I think it's the dirt, isn't it, supposed to be good for you? Same as carrots and things, but then they always tell you to wash your veggies.
No idea.
I know.
Sounds like I get confused on a daily basis.
Joseph in Seven Hills, life hack. What do you got, Joe?
So when you get the hiccups and they're hard to get rid of, there's apparently a pressure point in your ear. So if you stick both your fingers in your ear, no more hiccups. Every time I've tried it, it's got rid of the hiccups straight away.
Aren't these just distractions?
Give me a break.
Aren't these, I mean, drinking water upside down, standing on your head, someone giving you a fright. Aren't these all distractions? Putting your fingers in your ears, put a thumb up your bum. All these sorts of different things are just distractions.
Yeah, that is distracting when that
God,
happens.
Whipper's got hiccups again.
Oh,
What's he doing in the office?
Says, stop, they're not hiccups.
Happy to help, my friend.
Thanks,
Yeah,
buddy.
all right, good start, Joe. Amy in Liverpool, life hack. What do you got?
Morning. This one's for parents of toddlers. So my 3-year-old now refuses to eat dinner. So I've changed the word and call it a big snack now. I'm going to make you a big snack, and he doesn't eat it.
That's
That's
not
really
bad.
good. Hey, it's big snack time.
That's
Totally.
mentally getting into their
Yep.
minds as well. I like that.
As long
Amy.
as, Amy, they don't confuse the snack with a treat.
Ooh, no, I don't use that word. I use snack.
Yeah,
Have a
we're
snack
having
or
a-
a lolly or something.
All right, big snacks on the table.
Well, you could say you're having a big snack before you're getting a treat. Because if you
Nice,
have your
yep.
big snack, which is your dinner, then you get a treat after.
Get your treat.
Ben in Cronulla, what's your life hack?
Good morning. This is almost worth a drum roll, Tom.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go. I'll fire it off now. Yeah. Here we go.
So, if you get Macca's for your kids, you get them 6 nuggets or a cheeseburger. If you open the box fully up, so the two sort of sides are facing up, in the middle, the join, it actually there's a little perforated bit. Macca's must have done it on purpose, and your straw fits through it. So the box sits on top of the cup. You put the nuggets one side, chips on the other, sauce on them, and it sits in the cup holder for the kids.
So that's okay.
Awesome.
That sits in the cup holder, but what you can also do, Ben, if you get a large drink, it sits on the top of your drink, your cup.
Yeah, that's what I was saying. It sits on top of the cup, so the kids can have a drink through the straw, which is through the box, and then nuggets and chips sit either side.
With the box
this is
sort of
amazing.
butterflied on the top of the drink there.
Still think if you're handing that over to kids in the back seat, there's still going to be a disaster at some stage, Ben.
It was worth the drum roll, Benny. Thank you. Elmer in Camden, what's your life hack?
For anybody that's got children that take your black markers or your black textures out of the drawers and draw on your wall,
Yep.
you use sunblock, and the sunblock removes it off your wall.
Does it really? Sunscreen, you wipe that on?
It does. It certainly does.
Clever.
Oh, okay. That's clever, Em.
Well, that's not bad, because I used to, my footy boots with black boot polish, but you have the white stripes of your Adidas or something on your footy boots. If you got black boot polish on there, I would always use a toothbrush, and toothpaste is good.
Gee,
to get
that's
black
huge
boot
commitment.
polish off as
Massive
well.
commitment. Try your sunscreen.
And your footy boots smell beautiful when
And
you're having
look-
a shot at goal.
But look even better.
Minty fresh.
Victoria, welcome to the show. What's your life hack?
Good morning. When you're cooking boiled eggs and they're quite hard to peel, if you put a teaspoon of bicarbonate of soda in the water, the shell comes off completely. It's perfect.
What in the pot?
In the pot with the eggs when
Does
you're
it
boiling
change
them.
the flavour?
No.
So-
The shell just absolutely falls off. It's brilliant.
So when do you put it in, Victoria? Right at the end?
No. When you're actually boiling the eggs, you put the water on, you put the eggs in, you put the bicarb in, and when you finish your boil, you just run it under cold water, and the shell just peels off.
If that works, you're a life changer, Victoria.
It's excellent.
Peeling eggs is a pain in the bum.
It
It's
is.
up there with your spuds.
Can someone try it this morning for breakfast?
Tommy, we're going to bicarb in the office?
Oh, definitely. Heaps of bicarb.
Thanks, mate.
And give us a call, 13 24 10. I want to see if that works. Caitlin, last one. What's your life hack, Caitlin?
Hey guys, my life hack is to bring your own lettuce to Macca's.
Yeah, it's not bad, is it? You can probably buy the whole store with a lettuce. Caitlin, good idea.
It's not bad.
Oh, they're so expensive these days.
Did you read as well? And when I read this, counter meals with your schnitzel, your chips. Salads are so expensive at the moment. Some pubs are taking the salad off of your schnitzel and chips.
You're kidding me. And the people that are exchanging lettuce for cabbage, two different things.
Which, can I say, it's the third most liked thing on the plate, isn't it?
What,
really?
salad?
No one makes friends with salad.
You're still going to order the schnitzel, aren't you?
Do they?
No, they don't. But I ordered a salad at a cafe the other day, and there weren't much salad to it. They'd put all the other stuff, but no lettuce.
That's what I mean, says.
Yeah,
That's
it was
what
a
I
bit
mean.
rubbish.
Sarah, double chin gin to give away.
Oh, this is tough. I'm biased. That egg trick sounds amazing.
Oh, fantastic. Thank you so much.
What's Victoria won? A bottle of double chin gin. If we find it, if it doesn't work, so we're going to drink it here in the studio. You'll get nothing, Victoria.
Oh, it'll work, guaranteed.
I am failing as a father. What movie's that from? Great quote. Gladiator. I'll answer it for you. I am failing as a father. Yesterday I threw it out there selfishly using the power of radio for my own needs. The snake handler, the reptile guy for Jack's 6th birthday party on the weekend has pulled out. He's put the snake away. He cannot come and entertain the children on the weekend. I threw it out there. Is there any other reptile handlers that could come and do a Saturday afternoon gig in the East? Unfortunately, we haven't received anything.
There's a lot of reptiles in the East.
Oh, mate, drag your next door neighbour in. Tommy.
I mean, you just go for a beer in Bondi on Saturday afternoon.
What about, I was thinking, maybe if we just did puppies. Like, how would I get my hands on some puppies? Remember Dr. Chris Brown came in and he had a few...
Yeah, that was through the guide dogs, actually. Yeah, we could go through.
If I just got
through them, the black
a
Labradors,
handful,
are
like
beautiful.
what, 6, like half a dozen puppies.
So you're going from snakes to puppies.
Well, I just need something, mate. What am I meant to do with 20
Play a
kids?
game.
Go
Yeah, we can play a
a couple
game.
of stick insects. Kids love them.
Stick insects?
Yeah.
Insect.
Where am I going to get a stick insect?
On
Hey,
a
where's
tree?
Ripper gone? Oh, he's at Centennial Park looking for a stick insect.
Well, you're an ambassador there. You've got a brick.
Huh?
You'll be able to find a stick insect.
It's a paver, mate. Thanks. It was a donation for the park, so you could enjoy it.
Why don't you go to a local pet store and ask them for some stuff?
What am I going to get from a pet
You
store?
just say, could we borrow like your guinea pigs, a couple of your rabbits, and a dog?
Next door neighbour's got a rabbit.
Well, there you go. Ask your
Oreo.
neighbours.
I'm worried the kids will hurt it. Tom, could you round up some puppies?
Yes, I will begin today after 9 my search for the puppies.
Thank you, buddy. That'd be great. The other thing I'm thinking, and this triggered a point yesterday, we had the mentalist Scott Silverson, is it?
Sylvan.
Yeah.
Sylvans came in.
Silverson did come in as well. We didn't know who he was.
He
and we
works
had to
in
turn him
sales.
away.
Sorry, mate. We're after a different Scott.
Hey guys, Scott Silverson here for a chat. Who the hell are you?
Get out. Anyway, the right Scott turned up. He did some phenomenal tricks, and I've been working on one. So if I can't get some puppies, I'm thinking, and Labradors are cute, Tommy, or Golden Retrievers or something like that. I don't want ugly, I don't want greyhounds or anything.
Okay.
Anyway, I was thinking, I've been working on a magic trick, and I think I've almost mastered it. So if all else fails, maybe I could do a magic show at the kids' party. Like, I don't know. What would I call myself? I don't want to be Cubby Magic Mike. I would need to be Whipper the Wonderful Wanker. I would need to be like...
It's not magic.
Here's the thing. I've got one trick that I've
Can't
been...
have that title twice.
There's a magic trick that I'm close to mastering.
Mm-hmm.
So maybe I could showcase it at the kids' party, get their feedback, and then take it further. I think everybody, all you need when it comes to magic is one trick. You do your cigarette trick, mate, where you make the cigarette disappear. That's really good gear.
You need more than one if you're a magician.
Not really. I mean, the one I've been working on, is about me levitating. Now, it's a lot bigger than making a cigarette disappear. For you to stand and watch me rise off the ground is extraordinary.
It's usually when you're at a bakery, though, isn't it?
Full of flour.
Oh, yeah, righto, mate. Yeah, laughter.
Just to see what's left in the oven.
Laughter.
That guy's levitating.
No, he's on his...
that last mushroom and beef, please.
He's on his tippy toes. It's very different.
How masculine.
I will lift at least a foot off the ground, and you will stand
That's called
there.
hopping.
You will stand there wondering, how is this possible? I can see both his feet, yet he is not held by gravity. He's held by magic.
Oh, God.
All right. Come on,
Not
Kevin.
now. I'm not going to do it now. I'm saying I'll do it on the... You know what, Tommy, can we throw it out there? 13, 24, 10.
Yeah.
What's your one magic trick? What do you do that's a crowd pleaser? Might be at the pub, might be at a kid's birthday show. It's a classic dad thing to do. Have that one magic trick. What is it? I'm not going to invite them to my place. On the
Okay, I was
weekend.
going to say, John.
We'll still shoot for the puppies.
I have the mind reading trick if you wanted me to have a go.
How does that work?
Do it with Sarah.
Okay, Sarah. Okay, you can do this in the car too, actually. But
This is the one you got from that dating book. I remember. We worked together. Go on.
Think of a number between 1 and 10. Okay, have you got the number? Don't know what it is. Okay. All right, I'm going to read your mind. Is the number 7?
No, it's 6.
So
Sorry,
close.
Tommy.
When do you go in for the kiss?
No, that's not.
He's already stolen my wallet at
Yeah,
this
no, I
point.
have, absolutely. I bet that's a very good mind reading trick when it
Yes.
works.
Right, okay. Yeah, I'm a bit of a numb little bug, mate, trying to organise a 6th birthday party. Coming up on Saturday, the thing is I'd planned to get this reptile, some handler, to come and bring his snakes and his lizard or his crocodile or a frog. I don't know what he's got. He's dropped out. Panic. Tommy, I said, can I get you onto puppies? See if you can find a handful of puppies.
Yeah, chasing that now for you, Whip.
And then I thought, hang on a minute, I've been working on a really good magic trick. I'm levitating. And thank you, Dua Lipa. And I thought maybe I could just be the kids' entertainment with my levitating trick. You only need one trick, mate. If you wow a crowd, they will talk about it forever.
If you went up onto the first level of your house and levitated off the balcony, that would be special.
Yeah, a little bit
I mean,
different.
If things go wrong, that would be even more special.
Got to make sure there's a soft landing when you're levitating. Crucial. Tip number 1 when levitating.
Reese is a psychic from Blacktown. Reese, what's your party suggestion?
Well, look, on the topic of snakes pulling out, I thought I used to work at Macca's. More than happy to bring around a few $100 of Macca's. I'll stop at the McCafe for the parents.
Yes.
We can do all readings for the parents.
Yep.
And all the kids, I'll sort them out. But just listen to me. When I worked at McDonald's, I had one incident, and I don't want it repeated, if that would be okay.
Okay.
I had a child who was ill, unfortunately, prior to coming that day, and they had leakage all through the playland.
Oh, no. Oh, no. Which can be.
If we can guarantee that's not a thing, more than happy to help you out, mate.
Okay. Reese, thank you. We will write all of that down. There's a chance I'll get back to you.
Rocking up with a couple of big bags of Macca's is a party trick in
that's
itself.
a crowd pleaser, isn't it?
Melissa in Riverview, party suggestions, Mill?
Yes, I make balloon poodles.
Balloon poodles.
Yes.
So if you can't get the dogs, then maybe just a poodle version, a balloon version.
I actually also have a Labrador, but unfortunately he's not a puppy.
Okay, he would just eat all the cupcakes.
Just a couple of balloons and a Labrador would be good. The kids would go crazy.
You reckon? Guys, I got you a dog. A balloon dog?
Do you know what? Jurassic World would be good for the kids as well. You thought of a movie? No?
No, what, to sit them down?
Yeah.
No, the party's in the backyard.
Top Gun Maverick?
That's not bad.
Jackson in Inner West, you've got an impressive magic trick.
You got a
Jackson.
massive trick.
You got a massive trick.
Hey,
what is it?
Hey guys, you've had some great party suggestions so far, but I have a trick that's even better than your levitation trick.
What? What do you do?
Well, I learned this in Las Vegas from one of the best magicians. I can't say who it was out of secrecy, but I can guess the name anyone thinks of 9 times out of 10.
Can you do it
If you want me to come in on the weekend, help read the kids' minds and be your sidekick, I'd be happy to be there.
I want you to. Can you do it now on the radio, Jackson?
Unfortunately, I have to be there in person, so you'll have to bring me in if you want to see it.
Will I have to put name tags on the kids?
Maybe it wouldn't hurt.
How good's your trick?
Well, if
you know what I
could
mean,
have-
Jackson?
I mean, Jackson, if he gets it right, would be amazing.
Do you want to try one?
The
You wanna
thing
give-
is, you'll have a couple of pieces of art missing from your walls as he leaves.
Jackson, you
Yeah,
can't
that'd
try
be a
one
good
on
one.
air.
I'll
What
be
are
a
we?
rich man.
What are we doing with Tommy? Tommy, you think of a name. Jackson, you try and get it.
I'd love to do it, but I've got to do it in person.
Oh, there's
Right,
something
okay.
dodgy here. Jackson's getting some
No,
details.
don't question a magician or an illusionist. I don't know what I am yet. Magician, illusionist, all-round entertainer.
Disillusionist.
That could be it, says. Big word, really big word. I think I'll go with illusionist. That's what I am. Because it's not a magic trick. I'm not doing a trick. You're just absolutely stunned to what I've presented in front of your eyes. What you're looking at does not make sense.
No, it doesn't.
No, when I do the trick.
Oh, sorry.
Not this shirt. It's when I'm actually doing the trick. To see 100 kilos rising up off the ground and you can't tell how it's happening. Now that is a magical illusion. I'm levitating. Thanks, Leno.
You 100 kegs at the moment?
Nah, mate. 97. Tom?
Yeah. I'm under puppies, mate.
Yeah, I know. But at the same time, I don't know if I should hand you this honour, but every magician needs an assistant.
Oh, wow. No.
Play your cards,
I
right?
don't-
What an
I
honour.
don't
You'll be
really-
polishing my shoes.
I don't really want to do that.
I'm going to cut you in half.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know how to do that one.
No, that's all right. Yeah, no, I'd love to.
Yep. Hold my cape.
Help out.
Catch you, perhaps, after you've levitated.
That's good.
You're like, you got to do the intro as well.
Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen.
Sure.
The wonderful, the magical, the illusionist.
You don't even have a name. You got to come up with something.
Wild and wacky whipper, the illusionist. Watch him rise off the ground in front of your eyes.
Win your Wednesday and win the week with Whipper.
The Fitzy and Whipper Show is a Nova podcast. For more great comedy shows like this, head to novapodcast.com.au.